This is the social services update for the city of Somerville for the week of March 25th, 2021. Unemployment rates nationwide are going down. The initial unemployment claims for the week ending March 20th was down 13.3% from the previous week. Seasonal factors had expected a decrease of 0.5% from the previous week. The unemployment rate for the nation for the week ending March 13th was 3%, a slight decrease of 0.2% percentage points from the previous week. This is compared to the unemployment rate a year ago today, which was 1.4%. Here in Massachusetts, the unemployment rate for January 2021 has been released. That was 7.5%. That was a slight increase from December 2020. During the week ending March 6th, Massachusetts had the highest unemployment rate in the country. It was 4.1 for that week ending March 6th, and it had the fifth largest increase in initial unemployment claims for the week ending March 13th. More locally here in Somerville, the unemployment rate for the month of January 2021 was 5.4%. That was down from 0.2% in December. Here's a look at initial unemployment claims and unemployment rates nationwide. On the top graph, the blue line represents the number of initial unemployment claims in the prior year. So we see that blue line shooting right up since that was the beginning of March, right at the start of the pandemic last year. And the red line on that top graph represents the number of initial unemployment claims in the last 52 weeks. So we see it kind of plateauing and heading slightly in a downward direction right there in the past couple of weeks, where we saw that drop of around 13% in the initial claims. On the bottom graph, we see the red line represents the number of total unemployment claims in the last 52 weeks. And the blue line below that represents the number of total unemployment claims from the prior year. This was for the week ending March 13th, so right before some of the spikes in unemployment due to the pandemic last year. Here we have a graph representing the unemployment rate in Massachusetts and Somerville. The red line shows the unemployment rate in Massachusetts. On the right side of the graph, we see the unemployment rate for the month of January was 7.5% compared to 7.01% in December, a little increase there. And the blue line represents the unemployment rate for Somerville, slightly down from December. In January, it was 5.4%. Social services updates nationwide. The Biden administration American Rescue Plan was signed into law on Thursday, March 11th, after passing Congress and the Senate. This was a $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. What's included in that plan? We have a lot of financial assistance included in the stimulus plan, including stimulus checks for incomes up to $75,000. The stimulus checks maximum amount is $1,400. Those are going out. Many people have already received them via direct deposit or in the mail. There are phased amounts for those stimulus checks for incomes between $75,000 and $80,000. And it caps off at $80,000. So individuals who earned $80,000 or more according to their 2019 or 2020 tax returns will not receive the stimulus check, which is a difference from previous stimulus checks. Important to note during tax season here, the rescue plan allows that the first $10,200 that an individual received in unemployment aid is non-taxable. This is doubled for couples. So for couples who were earning unemployment in the past year, they do not need to, they will not be taxed on up to $20,400 in unemployment aid, and that's $10,200 for individuals. Also important during tax season that we're in, the uh, stimulus plan includes a child tax credit increase for 1 year, so for this year, of $3,600 for children under 6 years old and $3,000 for per child between 6 years and 17 years old. So this is an increase from previous years. Also, the 15% increase to SNAP benefits has been extended through September 2021. That was part of this economic plan, stimulus plan. In terms of unemployment benefits, the stimulus plan has extended all benefits until September 6th, 2021. That includes a $300 per week supplement to unemployment benefits during the pandemic. It also includes pandemic unemployment assistance, which is the unemployment benefits extended to self-employed or gig workers who are not typically eligible for unemployment. Also extended to September 6th is Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program, PEUC. This is an extension to the 24-week cap on maximum unemployment benefits. So folks can continue to earn unemployment through September 6th. The stimulus package also includes a lot of money allocated towards rental, utility, and mortgage assistance, including $25 billion in rental and utility assistance. This will cover things like back rent, current rent, utility bills, both those bills in arrears and money, which is money that is owed from previous month, and current bills. The funds will come through local housing programs, so stay tuned for how that will impact us locally here in Somerville. The bill also includes $10 billion for mortgage aid. If you are currently experiencing difficulty paying rent or utilities or your mortgage or are in arrears, please contact the City of Somerville. We can help you. Our Office of Housing Stability is here to help during this time. Please give us a call, 311. Outside of Somerville, that's 617-666-3311. The stimulus plan also includes aid specifically for restaurants. This is $30 billion in aid, and this will include restaurants, bars, food truck, and other vendors. Grants will be issued by the Small Business Administration, SBA. It's particularly aimed at small businesses. So certain businesses are excluded. For example, publicly traded companies or large chains that have 20 or more locations will not be eligible for this aid. The first 21 days of aid will prioritize establishment owned by women, veterans, or economically and socially disadvantaged groups. Otherwise, it will be a first come, first serve program. If you are a Somerville business and you need assistance with rental or mortgage or utility assistance for your business here in Somerville, we can also help. Please give us a call, 311. We're here for you. The bill also includes funds for education and childcare. $120 billion has been allocated to K through 12 schools nationwide. $40 billion has been allocated for higher education, and $40 billion in childcare grants, which will provide direct funding through childcare and development block grant programs, and will cover things like making payroll, purchasing sanitizing supplies, rent, and tuition assistance for early childcare. Part of this is also $1 billion allocated specifically for Head Start. Additional aid in the package is $20 billion for COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing and distribution, $50 billion for COVID testing and contact tracing, $350 billion in aid to state and local governments, which for the city of Somerville, it is estimated that there will be an influx of about $80 million coming to our city to help respond to and recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, and $30 billion for public transit. What's not included in the stimulus plan is stimulus checks for undocumented workers. This group of workers has been excluded from, as in other stimulus check allocations, has been excluded from this round as well. Also excluded is a proposal for $15 an hour pay raise by 2025. Also excluded was a policy for mandatory paid COVID-19 sick leave. Instead, the bill did expand some tax credits for businesses who choose to give sick leave. This will be in effect through September. An important note that here in Massachusetts, it is state law that most workers have the right to earn up to 40 hours of sick time per year. This is earned sick time. And employers with 11 or more workers must provide paid sick time. And so many Massachusetts workers are already protected by mandatory sick leave. For more information on that policy in Massachusetts, you can go to mass.gov/info-details/earned-sick-time. The public charge rule has also been officially removed from federal regulations. This was a rule at the federal level that had impacted many immigrants in the country. I had limited access to green cards for those who were deemed likely to accept public assistance. And so with the removal of this public charge rule from federal regulations, immigrants can seek receipt of social services such as SNAP, Medicaid, public housing, and these will no longer be factored into green card determinations. If you have questions about this change or need assistance understanding how it might affect you, please contact the City of Somerville. Our Somerviva Office of Immigrant Affairs is available to help with any questions you may have about how the public charge rule and its removal from federal regulations may impact your receipt of social services. Please give us a call at 311. The federal and state tax filing deadline has been extended. This is both at the federal level and at the state level. So folks in Massachusetts have until May 17th to file taxes for 2020. Another important announcement from the federal level, FEMA has announced a COVID-19 funeral assistance program. This will start in April, and the FEMA will be providing financial assistance for COVID-19 related funeral costs, specifically those costs incurred after January 20th of 2020 last year, before, right as the pandemic was starting. These funds are part of the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplement Appropriations Act of 2021 and the American Rescue Plan of 2021, which was the stimulus plan that just passed. In April, FEMA will start accepting applications. There's currently no way to apply, so we will update you on when that application becomes available and when you can apply for that funding, for that financial assistance. More details on this are available at fema.gov. That's FEMA.gov. Here in Massachusetts, the pandemic EBT benefits have a few changes here. So starting March 25th, PEBT benefits through students K through 12 will increase. So that increase will be $136.40 for remote learners and $68.20 for hybrid learners. This is for K through 12 public school students who either attend a school that receives universal free or reduced meals, or who are eligible for that program otherwise. Also, families receiving PEBT should stay on the lookout for a one-time payment that will cover benefits from October through January. This will come sometime early April. More info on the PEBT program is available at map-ebt.org. If you are having trouble making ends meet and need food assistance, you can also call the City of Somerville. We'll be happy to help you find resources and assist you. You can give us a call at 311. The state has also extended PEBT benefits to children too young to be enrolled in public schools. So now this is a new program. Children 0 to 5 years old who are living in households that are currently receiving SNAP can also receive additional funds through the PEBT program. This will be equivalent to what students enrolled in public schools are receiving. So $136.40 per month, or $68.20 per month per child, depending on whether or not most children in Massachusetts are in hybrid or remote learning situations for that particular month. Families will start to receive these funds via their EBT cards, where they receive their SNAP funds, on March 25th. And in early April, families can be on the lookout for a one-time payment to retroactively recover these benefits from October of last year through January 2021. And more info on that, again, is at map-ebt.org. And if you need help accessing food for your family, please give us a call, 311. Locally here in Somerville, vaccine rollout is continuing across the state. And if you do live in Somerville and you need assistance getting to a vaccine appointment, there are a few transportation options. One is that Mass Health members, so that is anyone who has a Mass Health healthcare plan, including Mass Health Standard, Health Safety Net, or Mass Health Limited, can receive free transportation to and from their vaccine appointment. You can call 800-841-2900 to set up a transportation appointment. If you need TTY services, you can also call 800-497-4648. That's for all Mass Health members. Additionally, the Somerville Cambridge Elder Services can provide free transportation to local vaccine sites for individuals who are 60 years and older, who are currently eligible as of Monday for the vaccine, and those of any age who have disabilities. To arrange a free ride with Somerville Cambridge Elder Services, please call 617-628-2601. And if you need any assistance with transportation or gaining access to a vaccine appointment, give us a call, City of Somerville, 311. Again, the City of Somerville is here to support our residents and workers during COVID-19. If you need any assistance accessing food, paying your rent or mortgage or utilities, getting internet access, if you're a small business needing support, if you need assistance with a vaccine appointment, senior services, immigrant services, mental health support, getting a COVID-19 test, or any other basic needs, please call 311, one call to City Hall. Outside of Somerville, that is 617-666-3666. 3311. We have multilingual services available. And that's it for our City of Somerville Social Services update for March 25th. Stay tuned for next time.